Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Noon with Nathalie. My name is Nathalie Mayotte, and I created Noon with Nathalie last year in 2018. I own Master Your Authentic Voice. I'm actually a speaker trainer, and I am the creator of Teen Talk. So I specifically do public speaking for teens. That's one of the markets that I target. But more importantly today, I have a very special guest with me. Please say hi to Helen. She is here. She's one of my favorite people in real estate. She is a Montreal real estate expert who's passionate about educating and inspiring everyone to succeed in real estate. She loves helping other people. She holds a chartered real estate broker license and is president of Northeast Realty's agency in Montreal, and as a lecturer in the residential real estate program at College Lasalle, co-host of the real estate show on CJAD AM 800 radio, and she contributes to the Montreal Times newspaper. Helen shares her stories of real estate success to help as many people as possible. And if you want to reach her, we're going to give you those coordinates a little bit later on. But Helen, thank you so much for being with me.
Hi, Nathalie. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Oh my gosh, I've seen you. We were just saying about Facebook and Instagram, and you keep popping up in my feed. And I thought, oh, it's time to give her a call. So we won't keep people waiting. But one of my first things I want to know is, like, I know why I started my business, right? I started because I have my daughter and I wanted more flexibility, but how did you choose real estate, or how did you get into it?
Honestly, the story could go on and on, but
Yeah.
I've been told to keep it short. So
Yes.
The story is, got married young in our 20s. We were renting. Actually, our apartment got robbed. We weren't really happy with that. We had $10,000 between the two of us and said, you know what, gotta buy a place. What could we buy with $10,000? Something at about $100,000. Ended up buying a really cute duplex by the waterfront in Lachine that needed a lot of renovations.
Yeah.
That's what we could afford. Fell in love with the area. And my realtor, who was helping me, said, because I chose the house, he said, you need to go into real estate. I said, really? He goes, yeah, you have an eye for it. I'm like, okay. So that's it. He basically encouraged me to take my courses. And from that property, we actually we learned. We didn't know about renovating, having tenants, managing the building.
Yeah.
We increased the value of the property, and then we sold it, 5 years later at a really nice profit, and then went on from there. And then in the meanwhile, I got my real estate license. So I got the real estate bug at like 23.
Oh, wow. And, I think if everybody could find something that they love at 23, maybe things would be a little smoother, right? But so yeah. I know that you're on this new venture. I know you're on the radio. You give a lot of great advice. So what inspires you to help others, though? Because, it is there's a lot of real estate agents out there. Let's be honest.
You know what? There is. And there's about, actually, probably, I have lost track, but maybe about 13,000 to 15,000 in Quebec. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What I love about real estate is that you can do it in so many different ways, not only as a realtor, so in the business, but also as a client. And so I'm honestly passionate about real estate. And because I've been doing it now for 17 years, I get bored of some things. So now I'm more into commercial. I'm more into multiplexes. So I help, for example, more investors now, where I used to concentrate more on first-time buyers. Although I still love first-time buyers, because it's so much fun working with first-time buyers.
Yeah.
But just to say that there's just so many things you can do with real estate. So like different ways you can do it.
So you just touched on that you did your first duplex back when you were 23. Now you're moving to commercial. So do you have a market that you really prefer besides those first-time buyers?
Honestly, I would say investors. So we recently actually got great news that maybe you saw it on Facebook. I recently got endorsed by Scott McGillivray, who's one of my idols.
I saw that.
All right, so that's it. So he actually has a company where he educates and helps people across Canada. He was just in Montreal last week. He was on our show. So I love working with investors.
Nice.
First-time investors.
Congratulations. I follow him. I follow you too, though. So
yeah, thanks. You know what? He walks the walk and talks the talk, because he's an investor himself.
Yeah.
And just being associated with him and helping those investors across Canada, I've actually learned about different provinces now. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll invest outside of Quebec as well. So it's a learning. You grow, right? It's a type of business where you just keep learning and you keep adapting. So you have to be a little bit, I always say you have to be a little bit crazy to be in real estate.
Well, you have crazy hours, I believe, at some point. There's good times and busier times. But can you give us a little bit on what's going on in Montreal right now? Is the market good, bad, ugly?
Right now, we've had good, we had bad, we had ugly. Now we have a super seller's market.
Really?
It's really something. Yeah, we haven't seen this in many years in Montreal. It's difficult for renters. So the vacancy rate right now in Montreal, this is like for the numbers people, is at 1.4%, which means it's hard to find an apartment for rent. On the flip side, if you're an investor and you have something to rent, the rents are going up. So Montreal is really just a popular city right now. I don't know if you saw today, Amazon is opening up a distribution center in Lachine, in my hood.
Oh my God, I saw that today. That's incredible.
Yeah, so there's a lot of companies, and it's a little bit under the radar. You have to really Google it, but there's quite a few tech companies that have started put their headquarters in Montreal. You know that we're the second largest AI hub, so artificial intelligence,
yes,
in the world. So we have AI going for us. We have gaming going for us. Yeah. Tech, we have a lot of foreign students, foreign workers coming in. We have a lot of talent here. Yes. And of course, we're a nice, sexy city. But
we are.
Yeah. All to say that
though I live on the outside of the sexy city, it's still sexy.
Well, you know what? The fact that you're talking about the outside of the city, that's what's happening. So Montreal is actually, the prices have gone up so much that it has become unaffordable for some people. So what's happening is all the peripheral areas around Montreal are booming. So like,
well,
everything.
I know in this, yeah, in my area, it is definitely growing quite a bit. So you are a lover of all things real estate. You are now teaching at LaSalle College. So really inspiring and educating those up and coming real estate agents. The weekend show is on every weekend as well. So you are busy. How can somebody reach you? They're watching this and they want to know more. How do they reach you?
Ideally, you can reach out to me on social media, so Facebook, just send me a message. A lot of people just reach out like that. We do actually stream our show on Sundays on Facebook. For those who don't listen to the radio, check it out on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I would just say reach out on LinkedIn, social media, or Instagram, whichever platform you're on.
Perfect. So in the bio on the post, your information will be there, so they'll be able to email you directly as well. I am so glad to have you. Once again, my name is Nathalie. I own Master Authentic Voice. I'm a speaker, trainer, and the creator of Teen Talk. I do all things that involve presentations and getting people to feel good about what they have to say. So if you need help in that area, please reach out to me at nathaliemayotte.com. But whatever you choose to do today, have an awesome Friday afternoon. Helen, thank you so much for being with me.
Thanks, Nathalie.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye.